All right, let's settle this once and for all, shall we? England, Great Britain, the United Kingdom. It's enough to make your head spin faster than a double-decker bus on a roundabout. Here's the deal. England is just one country, like a very important slice of a larger cake. Think of it as the part that got all the attention in history class. Now, slap Scotland, Wales, and England together on a map and you've got yourself Great Britain. It's an island, a landmass, a geographical entity. Think of it as the entire cake, but maybe missing a slice or two. Finally, we arrive at the United Kingdom, or UK, for those who enjoy abbreviations and who doesn't really. This is the big cheese, the sovereign state that includes England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Think of it as the cake, the plate, and the disgruntled waiter who has to serve it. Oh, and then there are the British Isles, a geographical grouping that throws the Republic of Ireland and some smaller islands into the mix. It's like someone decided the cake needed more icing and sprinkles just to confuse matters further. Now, why all the fuss over names? Well, blame it on the British Empire, that historical behemoth that once spanned the globe. For centuries, Britain collected colonies like they were going out of style. They sailed the high seas, planted flags, and spread their influence far and wide. But empires, like bad house guests, eventually wear out their welcome. Some colonies fought for their independence, others negotiated it. The result, a whole lot of newly independent nations and a lingering question. What do we call all these places now? Enter the Commonwealth, a voluntary association of 54 independent and sovereign states, most of which were former British colonies. It's like a very amicable breakup where everyone still gets together for the holidays and pretends not to notice the awkward tension. Now, let's talk politics, shall we? The UK is a constitutional monarchy, which is a fancy way of saying they have a queen or king depending on the decade. But she doesn't actually run the show. That honor goes to the Prime Minister and the Parliament. But wait, there's more. The UK also has these things called crown dependencies. The Isle of Man, Jersey, and Guernsey. They're like those friends who are always around but never seem to pay rent. They have their own governments. But the UK is ultimately responsible for their defense and international relations. And let's not forget the overseas territories, those far-flung remnants of the empire scattered across the globe like forgotten socks. They have varying degrees of autonomy, but the UK still holds some sway. Think of them as the distant cousins you only see at weddings and funerals. Geographically speaking, the UK is a collection of islands. Some large, some small, some perpetually shrouded in mist and drizzle. It's a climate thing, don't ask. And with all those islands come, you guessed it, territorial disputes. Spain and the UK have a long-standing disagreement over Gibraltar, a tiny rock at the southern tip of Spain that's been a British overseas territory since 1713. Argentina still claims the Falkland Islands, which they call the Islas Malvinas. It's enough to make you want to reach for a cup of tea and a biscuit just to calm the nerves. So there you have it. A whirlwind tour of the UK, its history, and its many quirks. It's a complicated tapestry, woven from centuries of empire, independence, and a healthy dose of good-natured bickering. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to find a decent scone. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world around us.